Hey guys, everyone who's there or around tonight. I should be being joined by GJBricks, but he's not logged in yet, so I assume he'll be on in a minute. I've rearranged my room ever so slightly. I've got stacks of stuff here I'm still sorting through. I've got way too much. Hey Tasman, are you coming on this stream or not? I sent you the link. Should be on your Instagram. Right, where am I up to? I've got all of the essentials tonight. That being bottle of stout and some Lego. Hang on. I've rearranged my room, and in theory I've got more space on my desk, but it doesn't feel like it. I've also put a load of shelves here, and I've got more shelves going in. I was just trying something else. I had a big load of industrial shelves here, and I've taken those out and gone for wall-mounted shelves. The reason I was always skeptical about doing wall-mounted shelves is because I rent. But I've decided to take the chance of putting some bricks, putting some stuff up, and let's see. Sorry, I'm just checking something. Aha. Did you find it, Tasman? Should be on your Instagram. There's another GJBricks on YouTube that's been talking to me. Put the phone. Sorry guys. Sort this problem out and go from there. Hey Drew, how you going, mate? Minifigures, g'day. All right, Tasman, I was sending you the link again. I've got a strange thing. What's on my computer Instagram account is different to what is on my computer. It's on my phone. So hang on. Let me just send you this email. I apologize for that. I don't know why on earth that's different. I really need a new computer. This one's struggling on certain things now. I'm going to wait till Apple releases the iMacs with their own chips in it, and then get one of those, I think. No. There we go. Hang on, sorry, almost done. Stream URL to right, Tasman, check your. Oh, you're there now. Oh, good. Tasman, can you...
I can. G'day, mate. How are you?
Me. Works.
G'day.
I've just emailed you the link too.
That's fine. No worries at all, mate. How you been?
I'm all right.
That's all right. There we go. We're live.
Oh.
All right. Thank you so much for the invite, mate.
That's all right. Good to meet fellow Australian people.
It is.
Technically, I'm an Australian citizen.
That's all right, mate. That's okay. So, what is your choice of beverage this evening?
I've got Mornington Brown.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Have you had this one before?
I've heard of it. I have heard of it. Yeah.
It was at my local bottle shop, and like I bought like the last crate of it because like I bought a 6-pack, I loved it so much, and they said, "Oh, we're not selling it anymore." I said, "Right, give me everything you got." So I'm down to like my last 3 bottles.
now.
I'm down to my last 3 bottles, and I don't keep them in the fridge just in case.
Oh, there you go, mate. Oh, that's awesome.
That way, I'm not tempted.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm kind of cocooned at the moment. I've got like Lego everywhere because I'm the same.
I have run out of display space as well. So I've got parts and containers. I'll show you on camera. I've got these plastic C3 containers which I'm using for part sorting. It's got stuff everywhere, mate.
I get them from I get mine from Woolworths.
No,
I wear them all the same. Because I found out the Coles ones are different to the Woolworths ones.
Yep. I have the corner garage in my backlog at the moment. It's I'm on one of my last streams. I sort of said I was mentioning, whether or not I was going to build a set as it was, or do a mock and combine it with the that Lego City tuning garage set.
Yeah,
so that's what I was thinking at the time. So I got a absolute banger of a part order from Lego Pick a Brick, but they just dumped it all into one bag, so nothing has been sorted.
No, my last one was like that as well.
Sometimes they'll actually do some of the sorting for you because they obviously feel the pain. So they're like, okay, we'll help you out. Not this time. That's all good, though.
Yeah. Sounds about right. So got Drew, who's down in South Australia.
Hey, Drew. G'day, mate.
Him and me have become Facebook friends and send very inappropriate messages to each other. But we can't share it.
That's nice. There you go.
It's a lot of bags. It seems to be like the most bags are in the last floor here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've decided I've got to get through this one and the bookstore before I'm allowed to buy the police station.
Yeah, I'm really hanging out for the police station. Can't wait for that one.
I swear it looks like one that was on Lego Ideas a while back.
There has been a bit of that is a bit of a topic at the moment. Yeah, I'd have been thrilled if they did do the Lego Ideas one. I would have definitely bought it. Because that set, that set that was submitted was excellent.
I feel like the layout of it looks a lot like a set that was on there before, like for something else, like the shape of it looks very familiar.
Yeah. But either way, we finally have a modular police station.
Yeah. Although they didn't put a garage in or anything like that for the car.
No, I noticed that. I was like, oh, that's a little bit disappointing, but I guess they probably,
Does it at least have a helipad on the roof?
I'd have to go back and look at the images. I don't think it does. Off memory, yet.
I don't think it does. I think the roof's pretty.
I wonder if they're relying on us to use our imaginations and something. I don't know.
God, do we have to do everything?
I know what you're saying. I agree.
It seems like it's like a sort of rural police station rather than a city police station.
Yeah. I still like the, as I try and describe it, like the heritage sort of architecture design of those buildings and the modulars. What's been your favourite so far. I'm going to apologise up front to put you on the spot a bit, seeing as you're the host. But what's been your favourite?
Like I say, I'm still a big fan of the Detective's Office, which was the first one I bought because I liked
How cool is that set?
Yeah, it's one of those. I almost wish it's one of the ones I almost wish I had two of, so I could build it up a bit more. But
yeah,
not in the way that a lot of people do, which is just to make it massive, but like add a bit more to it.
Yeah.
And then I think
definitely
probably Assembly Square after that.
Assembly Square, for some reason, took me longer to build than I thought it would. I think because there are so many sort of like smaller builds, but I think I was just probably spent a lot more time just sort of in awe a little bit, or more of that sort of like, wow, okay, this is a really cool set. I'm going to take some time and just enjoy it. So yeah.
I've actually picked up a second one in the sales recently. It was like, who was it? Target had it for like $260.
Yep.
I managed to get one before they sold out, all like three of the ones they had, knowing Target.
Well, great minds think alike. I got one as well. What are you planning on doing with yours? Collectors?
Given I've like blown my budget recently, I'm thinking of selling it. But no, I actually have a second corner garage as well because I thought this brown. Right. Hang on, my build. Hang on. There you go. I thought this brown that's all over it was the same brown that's in the what do we call it? The Friends Central Park. Ah,
right.
And it's not.
No,
it's a different color.
they got you on that one, mate.
So I might sell my second one of these because of that.
Yeah,
but knowing me, I probably won't. I'll probably just hold on to it and sell it in the future.
Cool.
I mean, again, I think I got that one for. I think that was $240. I got that one for, so it was a pretty decent margin.
Yeah. And over where you are, how do you go with how do you find pricing? You find it fairly reasonable?
What do you mean, like the?
Well, I suppose it's hard to compare, different. Well, there's different countries and that as well, with what we pay for sets, because whether we have the like we do in Australia, we have a 10% GST. I know New Zealand has slightly higher than us, so they're a bit more expensive as well. A couple of the guys I've spoken to in the US that I've Brett Hooper and Dave Morgan and those guys as well, where they've said that some of their there's a neighbouring state to Oregon that doesn't have sales tax or something, or does have it, and so you can get a difference again in pricing.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Whenever you look at a US price and you go, "Oh, why is it bloody cheaper in the States?" You go, "Wait, that doesn't include sales tax."
That's right. Yeah,
it's just so complicated. It's so like
yeah. And so how do you find it for you then?
I'm pretty lucky with a lot of the pricing.
Yeah.
I managed to pick up quite a few clearance deals as well.
Oh, cool.
On that. I mean, Brick Hawk's my friend over here.
Yeah.
Oh, well, sorry, my friend and my enemy at the same time.
Your frenemy. There you go.
That's it. I mean, it's a scalper's delight, is Brick Hawk, isn't it? That's the trouble.
That sound of the sound of Lego parts being sorted and moved around.
Yeah, I need to figure out my filing system first. I haven't really got a filing system yet because my collection's grown so fast I haven't actually had time to do it. So it's all a bit of make it up as we go along at the moment.
Yeah. I have the best intentions. I start out trying to do a filing system and then, it doesn't exactly happen according to plan.
Some people love sorting.
If you've got kids, sometimes they'll help. you can wrangle the kids.
Mine are too young. Like I have enough trouble getting them to clean up their shit they leave around the house.
My daughter will come and help me a bit, and it's nice. And you know, I find that if my son's doing something else, well, it just sort of, you know, gives them their own little bit of space, and she can hang out with me for a bit, and then vice versa, and it's cool.
Yeah. How old are your kids?
So my daughter's 7, my son's 10.
Right. Yeah. My eldest is 6.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So she's sort of getting to that point where she wants to do things like that with me a bit more. Like she loves building Lego with me, but
yeah,
it's really hard because I've got like a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old.
Oh wow, yep.
We've got to distract the other two to make time for the other one somehow.
Yeah.
My wife's usually working on weekends and things.
Yeah.
Becomes a juggling act, and then they'll get upset.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Having 2 of them certainly. You sort of got to find the ability to split yourself in 2, and you know, have a clone of yourself wandering around. That'd be all right. You'd have the clone doing the Lego sorting.
Yeah. Or we could just like build a vacuum cleaner like Lego did for the April Fools.
Yeah. Nice.
Quite surprised by how many people fell for that. But
yeah,
it's sort of Lego's model. Someone pointed out in one of my groups today that if you look at the front of a Lego instruction book, hey, where is it? Maybe it's not in this one. No, not in this one. In some of the instruction books, when you see like the page here, one of them is they sort it by color.
Yeah.
That's Lego's approach, is it? Alrighty. I think I've got a bag.
Sorry?
I've got a bag like that to sort as well. Actually, I've got 2 bags like that because they split my order in 2.
Ah, okay.
I think I did 1 bricks and pieces and 1 pick-a-brick order. And they sent them as 2 different orders.
Yeah. And everything is unsorted. It's like, oh. I opened the package. I'm like, oh, because the last order I got, basically 90% of it was already sorted for me. I was like, wow, okay, all right. Well, there goes that plan for a video or a stream. So well, that's going to be a quick one. Hi, here's my part order, and bada bing, bada boom. It's almost sorted. Thanks for watching, everyone. So the last one was really good, and I was expecting that this time round, and not quite.
Evidently, this set has a hospital bed in it.
Yeah.
Bed. But it was a residential apartment.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the new road system, like the brick built road system that they're releasing next year?
They forgot the pavements.
Yeah, it's look, I'm sort of on both sides of the fence on this one because I'm starting my sort of whole layout, and I'm mainly custom, like building, you know, all the buildings and everything. So with that in mind, I'm not sort of building them on standard base plates. So yeah. I'm building more on plate pieces. So that's all good and well, but I think it's going to give us a little bit more room, like for those of us who don't have a massive space for a layout. I think because the roads are going to be smaller, yes, they have negated to put pavement or sidewalk, or curb at least. I think for those of us who do have less room to work with, that it might be okay. But I can see trying to integrate it into an existing city would be pretty difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I
challenging at least.
I abandoned road plates about a year ago and moved to brick built roads.
Yeah, yeah.
And I can't lie, it was a good decision.
Yeah.
Apart from the fact that I need so many bloody tiles to do it.
See, there's good and bad in both. I know Daryl from GJBricks. He's doing the Mills plate system at the moment, and you just see the amount of bricks he churns through in a small amount of time.
I want to rename his channel to Bevan's Mills Plates because he's got so many Mills plates at the moment.
Yeah. He's a really, really good builder as well, and he's got some great videos for tutorials. On one of my mocks, I did like a stained glass window feature, and I watched one of his little tutorial videos, and really liked it. It was good.
Yeah, I do like Bevan's channels. I just don't get enough time to watch all the videos on them.
Yeah,
I've been watching a bit less recently because I've been feeling guilty about the amount of time and the amount of time I spend doing stuff with Lego and the amount of Lego I have.
Yeah. Yes.
Can't find a piece.
Just don't be like me and then decide to get a second expensive hobby, because one expensive hobby is more than enough.
What's your second expensive one?
Motorcycles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You
Harley
only have
Davidson.
one motorcycle, surely.
A little bit more than one. Yeah, I probably won't be expanding the collection anytime soon, but having two of them's enough. But for now, anyway.
What
But they're
bike
fun.
you got?
So I've got an older Virago. It's a little 250 Virago, but it's a fun little bike to muck around on. And at the moment, a Street 500, which is the Harley.
All right, yeah.
But I'm hoping to be upgrading the Harley soonish.
What, for the electric Harley?
No. No. I've seen a few videos on that particular bike, but I'm looking at trying to get, and it's going to be a little bit more, probably not as hard as I thought it was initially, but you know how Lego did the 2018 Harley Davidson Fat Boy set?
Yeah.
The Lego Creator set. Well, I'm trying to actually get a real one. So
have you got the Lego one too?
I have. Definitely. Yeah, and that was a really well done set. That I was very impressed.
I don't have that one. I thought about it, but I wasn't overly excited by it. I've got to say, I like the Technic motorbike a lot. Yeah.
See, I'm slightly in a different sort of mindset, but I mean, to each their own, I guess. But you know, I do enjoy looking at the Lego Harley, so it's cool.
I've almost bought the Aston Martin about 5 times, but
yeah.
I've got the I did buy the Mustang. I'm a big Mustang fan, so
cool. That's nice. Yeah, so one expensive hobby is definitely enough.
I actually did make a mistake recently and joined a couple of Transformers groups on Facebook.
Oh, right.
Oh, God. I kind of need to leave the groups. There's like a whole other level of Transformers I didn't know existed.
Yeah. You'll find that in pretty much like a lot of hobbies or anything else. When you start getting into them, you do find areas of them that you never thought were, or you know, like I said, existed. So, yeah. But it's good to have something. It's good to have something to unwind from or take your mind off things, whether it's work or, you know, real life. It's nice to have a hobby and something to keep. Like I find Lego, for me personally, this year has been a little bit more therapeutic than I thought it would be. After going through some personal and family loss, this little hobby certainly has given me that. It's given me the ability to have a welcoming and peaceful distraction at times.
Yeah, I've got to say, I got back into Lego a while back because I wanted to. I actually did it as a way to learn a few new skills in terms of presenting and things like that, and become a bit more confident sort of talking, because I was a co-founder in a startup, and so it was sort of for that reason, and then got a bit more serious about it. But then I made some really good friends in the Lego community who have been a real help, because I've been through the absolute ringer in the last year and a half because of work stress and things like that. Like I fell out with my fellow my fellow co-founders, and it's been mentally very draining.
I can understand where you're coming from.
I'm in the process of trying to get back into the workforce now, which is kind of hard when you've not worked for yourself for the last sort of while.
But mate, I wish you all the best with it, and hopefully you'll have some luck, whether it's this year or certainly into 2021 anyway.
It's got to be sooner. I'm going to run out of money.
Well, yeah.
I'm going to have to start selling my Lego.
No. I thought you were going to say something else. I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, obviously, I mean, priorities, body organs go first.
Yeah. There you go.
Let's be realistic here. I'm here. Blood plasma transfusions as well are good money. Especially if you've got a rarer type of blood.
Yeah.
Do you know, I actually have no idea what my blood type is.
I think my wife knows what mine is. I don't even remember mine or hers. That's a bit sad.
I've had 2 operations in the last 2 months, so I should bloody know.
So, are you a Star Wars fan at all?
I'm a Star Wars and Star Trek fan, so
you best of both worlds, mate.
Yeah, I mean, Star Trek's better, but
well, let's not start that argument. No, I enjoy Star Trek Next Generation was my favorite. And now the Mandalorian has sort of for Star Wars has reignited my
visit. So, hey, what's up, sweet?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Litland's going through some things at the moment.
Yeah. Oh.
Number one of which we discovered she's had a really bad breath this week.
Okay.
We've been brushing her teeth like mad. Thinking, what is it? We've discovered that she somehow managed to stick shredded wet wipes up her nostril.
Oh, okay.
We're sort of in the process of removing it, but she's probably going to have to go to the hospital tomorrow because we haven't managed to get it out.
Oh, poor little bugger. Oh, no.
So, yeah.
That's not fun at all.
No, not in the slightest. Oh.
I can understand how that would be very discomforting.
Yeah. She seems to have been pretty determined to get it up there too.
Yeah. They can be like that.
Go back to bed. All right. I was going to put this one back to bed. I'll be back in a moment.
Yeah. No worries, mate.
Will Harper's joined us now.
Hey, Will. I'm sort of trying to
turn my microphone off. So don't...
It's all right. I'll keep going while we're building. So, what am I doing this evening for over in Australia? I'm going through a parts order, and trying to get a few things sorted so I can start to build again, because at the moment I've had to do more sorting than building. So a few people there in the chat. Hope everyone is well. Hope you're all staying safe, and hope you've got some joy coming this Christmas or holidays, whatever it is that you celebrate. Is it Merry Christmas and Happy Festivus for the rest of us? see what Will was saying. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Will. It's but hopefully things will pick up, mate. Definitely. It's been a tough year for a lot of us. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find much joy at all out of 2020. But anyway, he is hoping to a very brighter 2021. That's for sure. So a lot of the parts that I've ordered at the moment, a lot of these half sort of rounded pieces I'll show them on look at the camera. So these pieces will be for the lighthouse mock I was working on a while ago now. So hoping to revive the lighthouse mock and get that going again. Because I do miss that particular mock. It was a fun little project to start with. So for those who are watching the stream, thanks for tuning in. And it was a bit of a surprise when Greg sent me an invite. I was like, oh, that's very cool. Why not? It's nice to help take the monotony out of part sorting when you've got someone to chat with. A bit of a sorting party. Well, in Greg's case, he's building the Creator corner garage, which is a fun little set. Brett's build is in as well. G'day. Hope you're well. Hope everyone is looking after themselves and enjoying, whether it's the day or the evening, wherever you are, as it's evening here in Australia, which is a nice way to spend a quiet Saturday evening. Try and get a bit of sorting done. So yeah, this new road plate system will be interesting. Interesting to see how it's all going to work. I'm sort of fortunate where I'm sort of starting my layout. So for me, the new system might, hopefully will work to my advantage. But I can see how it'd be much more difficult in other sort of layouts. So I could, definitely see challenges there, like existing cities, and for those who aren't already, brick building their own roads or using the Mills plate system or other things like that, could be probably very frustrating. So I don't know whether or not Lego is going to discontinue the existing 32 by 32 road plates. I don't think there's been any official rumours on that. Official word on that yet. It's mainly been rumours. So it'll be interesting. All right, Will's. Oh, cool. Hopefully we've got some fun planned somehow for the holiday or festive season this year. I know it's not as easy as what it has been in the past. For those maybe not so familiar with Australia, we celebrate Christmas in summertime over here, and it's big on like outdoor, like barbecuing, playing backyard cricket. So yeah, it's and while some of our restrictions have been lifted over here at the moment, it's not going to take much for something to, for those restrictions to come back again. So yeah, it's not the same. not the same as it has been previously. Sorry, folks. Just checking the setting. Just to my own. There. If anyone has just jumped in, Greg's just had to duck away for a moment. He won't be far away. He's left me holding the fort. Now, there's a scary thought right there on its own. So, yeah, sorting out a big parts order that I thought was going to be sent mostly sorted, but no. So they figured they needed to give me something to do on a Saturday night, so why not? See what we'll... Yeah, well, I've got so my young son, I think he's starting to sort of, test us a little bit regarding the whole Christmas thing and Santa and all that sort of stuff. So, but my daughter, thankfully being younger, the magic is still there. So, but in a good way, my son, but yes, being the older sibling, he wouldn't do anything to, ruin the magic for, for his little sister. So he's very caring in that way, which is brilliant. We're lucky, but we know one day it'll happen, and that's okay. But whatever we can, we'll keep the magic alive, definitely.
Back. Die! Di's one of my oldest friends. Went to school with him.
G'day.
He's got an awesome YouTube channel that he's up to 1 million subscribers on, called Cooking with Chef Di.
Oh wow!
Recommended, and it will make you hungry.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. I'm an avid follower of a podcast over in the US, and it's a bit of a mix of, Lego and cars and just a bit of general in life as well. And I made the mistake of letting the hosts know that every time they mention food, it makes me hungry, and if it doesn't help me if I'm out on a lunch break with work, that I've I'll walk past a takeaway, store or a snack shop, and I'll walk in. It's so now they mention it whenever they possibly can. So
bastards.
I'll have to check out guys' channel then. Make me more hungry. Why not?
Yeah, he's had the plaque from the YouTube, the one where you get when you hit 1 million subs.
Oh, congratulations, mate. Well done. It's not an easy achievement, so good on him, mate. No. Congratulations and well done.
I will say, I think it's harder now than it was when, like a few years ago, I have to say.
Yeah.
It's picked up a lot of momentum. Number of Lego channels appearing now.
Yes. Yeah, you've got and it is a competitive landscape now. Then again, like more than it used to be. So
yeah, I want to put out more videos than I do. I just literally, I'm sorry, 190,000 subs. Sorry, I thought it hit the 1 million. It was 100,000.
That's still good.
Yeah, I hit 2.8 yesterday. Woohoo!
I have subbed, mate, so I'm helping.
Thanks,
I'm
Dave.
fighting for it.
Well, I've got so much stuff I want to do. I just haven't got. I've been like really struggling to get. Like that's part of the reason I'm rearranging the room. Is I think it's. I think it's impacted me quite a lot mentally, like the chaos in here at the moment. So
Yeah. I've had to do that a few times, just to go in and rearrange, because you do start to, as the sets accumulate or the parts accumulate and you need more storage bins, or if you do you keep your boxes, or do you crush them down or recycle them? What do you do with your boxes?
I keep my boxes, although I think I'm going to start only keeping good boxes.
Yeah. And then so there goes any plans for further expansion, because you start to accumulate, and boxes, and then your mind goes, well, that is a really good box, and then the next set you get, well, that box is good too.
Yeah, it's like I've got 4 of the 60198 trains, and I've got all 4 boxes as well. So why do I need those boxes?
Yeah. Well, before you get rid of them, I know that people will buy the boxes as they are. It mightn't be exactly easy to ship them if you're trying to ship them out to another country or something like that. But
I'm skeptical of that though, because I've read stories of people then buying sets off of YouTube, off of Marketplace, that are Le Pen sets that have been put into Lego boxes.
All right. Okay. Oh.
Which is pretty shitty.
Yes. Yeah, not real good at all.
I'm doing well on making sure my video tonight isn't flagged as for kids.
Yeah. I'm just going to show you a piece on camera real quick, Greg, that I finally managed.
Pieces.
Yes.
I got a bucket load of those.
I haven't got a bucket load, but I've got a cup, more than a few now. What have I got? So just under 10 at the moment.
I've got plans to build like some cargo stuff for my trainers, and I've got them to use in like that.
I wanted to start getting a few of them, see how they look, and obviously my next parts order Monday, when I can afford another order. I'll grab some more, but it won't be for a little while.
I've actually got to do another parts order at some point, because I've got a voucher I need to use.
Nice.
Well, no,
I was hoping.
Is that one of the Black Friday deals they did, where you got a $40 voucher for $15, and I didn't realize you got to use it within bloody 30 days.
Okay.
So,
well, I was hoping to use some VIP points to help take away the lessen the cost of the police modular building.
That's a good point, actually. How many have I got?
Yeah,
I actually complained to Lego over the double VIP. Oh, hang on.
You're right, mate. While Greg darts off again, if I'm definitely looking forward to that modular building, the PlayStation set. So. There you go. Bye, Will. Thanks for tuning in. Might be back if you're still on there. Cool. Yeah, I don't know how long Greg's going to be on, as obviously this is his channel and his stream, but if we'll get a little bit done. So I don't have a brilliant sort of parts system or way that how I sort parts. So, for example, here tonight I'm just sorting. These are profile bricks. I'll put my tiles into their own container, and then I can just pick through and then put them into the colours that I've got in the other bigger storage bins. That's how I do it. I mean, there's no right or wrong, but that method works for me at the moment. These little plastic see-through or clear containers I find are very helpful and useful, because you can see through them, so you can stack them up if you don't have a lot of storage room, and you can see what's in them. And you can get them in different sizes, which is good. But again, there's no right or wrong, to each their own. there's no way I'm going to get through this tonight. It's just too much. Way too much, but that's okay. A lot of little parts to keep sorting through. And I managed to grab a few of the 16 by 16 plates. Always handy to have, especially with the way that I'm building my thing at the moment, my layout. I was hoping to start working on the harbour or dock section of mine soon, so trying to get a heap of brown plate pieces, which I ran out of very quickly, so I thought, well, I better grab some while I can. So we're getting there. But it's, yeah, grateful for Greg to send me an invite. It helps with the sorting process because I wasn't exactly looking forward to just sitting down and sorting without having something on, or I find sometimes if you've it's a great way to catch up or have one of your favorite shows on in the background, or YouTube or Netflix or Disney Plus, whatever you've got. Or if we're going to go back to show my age a bit, well, not really showing my age, but DVDs. I remember when DVDs first came out.
Dealing with an unhappy baby.
You're back, mate. Yeah, mate, been there before. Yeah, I know how you're feeling. Yeah, but the probably good thing is that she may not do it again. So, sort of lesson learned, but you know, it still would be very discomforting.
Yep. Let's see, how many points have I got on PRP now? I'm only up to 5,500.
That's
I don't buy enough from Lego.
Yeah, see, that's what happens when I when I go between Bricklink and Lego. So as far as the accumulation of points,
I did get the double points on VIP weekend, thankfully.
Oh, cool.
But I did
so
that
how
by
did you?
complaining.
Yeah. Yeah.
I complained to them that I had I wanted to order something that you could back order on the US site, you couldn't back order on the English site, on the Australian site, and I couldn't understand why.
Yeah.
So they gave me the double VIP points, and then they sent me. They couldn't give me the gift with purchase because by the time they sorted it out, that had gone. So they sent me a brush rink instead.
Yeah.
So pretty good. Can't complain about that.
The last time I looked, and that was earlier this week on the Australian side, I wasn't able to find back in stock the any of the. Well, I wanted to get the Elf Clubhouse. I had a chance to get it when it came out, and unfortunately, that opportunity, which I thought I was going to have for a bit longer, disappeared very quickly on me. So I'm kicking myself because I wanted that set for my festive little build that I like to do each year. So I had to resurrect the Winter Village firehouse or fire station set, and good thing I hadn't mocked that because I was planning on doing something with that one and using most of the parts off that set as well. So
here we got picture. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I haven't got into the Christmas builds thing yet.
Yeah, I enjoy it because I can still get into that spirit with my kids and yeah. So while the magic's there, like
this is the first year we've had the Lego Advent calendar.
Yeah, they've been all right. Which ones did you get?
I got my middle daughter got the Friends one.
Cool. Yeah,
My
my daughter.
Pardon?
My daughter loves that one at the moment.
Yeah, it's right up her street. She loves all the animals and things like that. My eldest daughter got the Harry Potter one because she's mad into Harry Potter at the moment.
Yeah.
And I got the City one because they were upset that I didn't have an advent calendar. So I saw one on clearance at Big W the other day and picked it up.
Well, because there's 4 of us in my little family, we've got. I ended up with the Star Wars because I let my son pick. What he wanted. My wife, being a Harry Potter fan, so that was an obvious. She was going to get that one. My daughter, also liking Friends, she was really wrapped with her one. And my son chose the City one, and I got the Star Wars one. So it really hasn't been too bad. But
yeah, the City one's pretty good actually.
Yeah, those little micro builds are really cool. There's it's nice to get a minifigs Santa and all that as well.
When I finish it, I kind of want to turn it into like a little micro land, like a theme park.
Yeah, that'd be really. Oh, that'd be cool. That would be cool. Hey, wouldn't Dr. McBricks be blown away if you did like a mini Figsdale just to have some fun with him as well? Just to.
I'll get him in there. Yeah,
he's got a really good channel too. I actually really enjoy watching his stuff as well, and he's really nice. We have chatted quite a bit. We've just our paths when we try and line up to catch up just don't seem to gel at the moment. But we've been, I'm a fan of his channel and his builds. He's a clever builder as well.
Yeah, no, he's one of my besties now. So.
Yeah, I know. He was the one that mentioned you to me. He said, "Oh, I've got I know someone." I'm like, okay.
Yeah. It's the time zones that screwed us because I was doing quite a lot of live streams of him, but
yes,
now the time's changed. It's been pretty crap because they was doing it in the evening and it's his morning.
Yeah.
And it was all right because it was sort of late enough in the morning to be doable. But now it's like if I do a 10 o'clock stream, it's like 6 a.m. there.
Yep. I have that bit of a struggle because with my on my Facebook page, because I don't have a YouTube channel at the moment. I'm hoping into the new year I'll finally sit down and start a YouTube channel because I do get questions about it, and there seems to be a bit of interest there at the moment. So I was like, okay, well, while the interest is there, but the time zone issues, especially with the US, and that's where I've got a little bit more of an audience, and so trying to do that's not the easiest.
No, and yeah, for me, it's like building during the day is very hard because of the kids because they're all young. So
yeah, I know it's the challenges.
I should bring Joss on a live stream with me. She'd be really good. She's so serious.
It's like, no, Dad, that doesn't go there.
She has done that to me, yes.
Yeah, it's my daughter can be the same sometimes, which is really cute and it's funny. She says, no, Dad, why are you putting that there? It's like, oh, okay, darling. Thought it looked all right. Obviously it doesn't.
Yeah, she's like 6 now, and it's like you do something silly.
Yep.
And she goes, no, Dad.
She'll just call you out on it. It's like, okay, darling.
All right, fun, please.
Yeah.
Dice says, have you seen the Camden Brewery advert? 24 cans of beer.
No. I don't know. If it's on YouTube, I might be able to look it up.
That'd be dangerous.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm surprised there isn't an Australian one of that.
There probably is. I haven't had much of a chance to catch much TV at the moment. I've been a bit more busier than usual. My line of work.
I don't watch TV other than The Mandalorian and Discovery.
Yeah.
Those are like my 2 bits of TV I watch.
Yeah. So with
and Bluey.
Oh, see now who was I? Brett Hooper. He's got I think 2 or 3 kids. And now he was saying, I think it's his youngest or middle child she's like a huge Bluey fan. It's very popular over here too. I mean, yeah, it's being an Australian show, but it has taken off. It's done really, really well, which is fantastic. It's a Queensland. It's a show that's made up in I think it's made in Queensland. So it's done really well, and it's got a huge international following now. It's blew me away just to see how popular that show has become.
Where are you?
So I'm in New South Wales.
Yeah, so am I.
You're in New South Wales. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Nice. So are you
English, but I live here.
Nice. Well, I was saying to the people how I suppose Christmas this year has probably changed a lot because you always get a massive group of friends over, or especially like Boxing Day, and play cricket or a bit of backyard cricket and stuff like that. So I suppose it'll be interesting this year. I was never really good at cricket. I'd usually find a window that apparently needed to be, have a cricket ball going straight through it. So
you're that guy in the TV commercials, are you?
Yeah, I'm the idiot that wants to whack the crap out of the ball and effectively home run the damn thing and smash.
Hang on. Wait, is there another way to play cricket? Otherwise, the whole point of cricket is you just hit the ball as hard as you can.
See, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. If you're going to do it, you do it right.
Offended everybody on this stream who loves cricket.
See, you'll have to forgive me, Greg. I thought you were that you used to live in Australia, but you were living in the UK.
No.
So you're a New South Welshman then.
Yep, been here for 13 years now. I actually arrived in Sydney with Di.
Wow.
Back at that day, I've been
cool.
I've been backpacking with a friend of mine, and then a friend of ours, and then we met Di up in Cairns, and then we drove down the coast together, and
Oh, cool.
That was 13 years ago.
Well, there you go.
So yeah, I was backpacking and literally forgot to leave. So. Luckily, I got all of my citizenship and residency and stuff sorted out before I almost got caught by the residency stuff, the citizenship test recently. They were changing it.
Yeah, I heard something about that.
Yeah, I put mine in long before they announced that, but they've just taken so long to process them that mine got put on hold. So, so I'd waited a year and a half. Then it got put on hold because of this new test. And then after 6 months, they sort of realized they still hadn't sorted out what the new test was going to be. So they put me back on the old one.
Oh, okay.
Which is good because the old one was just a multiple choice question test.
Yeah, so you could sort of fairly well, work your way through it without too many issues.
Yeah, you literally had to go and talk to someone over a counter. That was your interview. And then, which lasted all of a minute. And then go and do a 20 question test on the computer.
Yeah, yep.
I'd like to say of all my friends, I'm the only one that got 20 out of 20. Yeah.
Nice. So did you ever have you ever had anyone tell you that, like when you first were over here, that there was a kangaroos only lane on the Sydney Harbour Bridge, stuff like that? Drop bears.
Don't forget
Drop bears are the fun one, yeah.
You can still get people with drop bears.
Yeah, the whole kangaroos only lane on the Sydney Harbour Bridge doesn't really wash anymore, but the drop bear one does.
Di says it's surreal that you're on the other side of the world and yet we're all facing the exact same issue right now.
Yeah.
Infections on the rise in London. Here in Australia, we've had 7 days without a case, a locally contracted case.
Yeah, it's still around the world. It's shocking. It's terrible.
I mean, my concern is people are going to get complacent, and it'll come back again, which I think is what happened in Melbourne.
Yeah, I'm a little bit. That's crossed my mind a bit too. So hopefully it won't.
I mean, the thing that got me in like the UK, and this really shit me, to be perfectly honest, was everyone over there was like whinging about the fact they weren't going to have this summer holiday and stuff. So when they relaxed restrictions, like loads of people went over to Europe and stuff on holiday. It's like,
yeah,
you don't understand what this fucking virus is.
Yeah, no, and look, I know the whole social distancing and all that stuff can be frustrating. I get it, but
it works.
Yeah.
There's no denying it works.
I'll admit,
get why everyone thought it was their right to go and go on holiday. It's like,
well, not being able to do certain things for a while, definitely frustrating, of course, but we've been okay so far. I know that there still has been deaths from the virus here in Australia, so it's been sad, of course, but when you look at the figures in the US and other countries, it's scary. It's absolutely scary.
The US is shocking. Yeah, the UK is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, and all these people going on about herd immunity. It's like, do you understand how herd immunity works? It takes a couple of generations to actually work.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
No, but to move to to a more happier topic. What are your plans for next year as far as your as far as Lego is concerned? What for your hobby? What's your is there any particular theme you're exploring, or what do you?
I want to do more sort of tutorial stuff and things like that. And
cool, definitely.
And mocks. It's like, I really want to focus on my city. I mean, I was doing reviews, and reviews they don't take me that long to do. I just haven't been doing them.
Yeah,
I need to get back on reviews. Again, it's sort of a symptom of this room was such a mess. It's so overwhelming. I just didn't want to come in and do things.
Yeah, that's where you've got to bite the bullet. I know it's an old cliche, but bite the bullet and start and just go in and go, right, I'm going to do this weekend, or over a couple of days. Because if you think you're going to do it all in one day, you're beyond kidding yourself. But at least if you try and sort of go, okay, well, this weekend I'll tackle my work, my work table or my build table or something, and then try and sort of. I find that works most of the time for me. It can still be frustrating, but for the most part, it gets me through. And then I find, well, if I do that, next time I come in, I've got at least a part of the area that looks okay and that I've tidied up, and so it'll keep me in the room for a bit longer rather than just turning around, shutting the door, and going to do something.
That's exactly it.
But and then having kids as well and finding that balance. Hence why I'm usually up late at night myself, because once the kids are gone to bed, well, then it's not as bad.
That's it. It's like the time to build is then, and you're like, well, should I be spending time with my wife?
It's yeah.
Gonna go and hang out with my Lego mates instead.
Yeah. Happy wife, happy life, as they say as well. But...
Yeah. Awkward. Did Adelaide? I thought the Adelaide store opened today.
I haven't. I knew that. Well, I heard about them getting the store. I didn't know it was opening today. But...
Hang on. If Drew's on here, he can confirm because I think he went there.
Because we've got. I'm rapt that we've got 2 in Sydney. That's pretty cool.
So only 2.
There's 2 in Sydney. Yeah.
But is it only 2? I thought it was a 3rd. There's 3, isn't there? Isn't there one at Chatswood as well? So where am I? Okay, because I know there's one Broadway, Bondi, and I think Chatswood.
Well, there you go. Okay, well then now there's 3. There you go.
I think there is.
It's been a while since I've been in that region, so
yeah, I don't find Chatswood a very pleasant place. I don't go there very often.
Mainly at the moment because of work. I just I'm finding that I'm doing a lot of my stuff online now, so it's it's more because of the fact that I can get home from work or wait till later in the evening and just jump online. But admittedly, that does make it more difficult trying to track down sets. I cannot find Elf Clubhouse anywhere, like in the Australian stores or like the other like smaller independents or the Lego stores themselves, and even online. It's just like I could not believe how quick that Elf Clubhouse went out of stock, and it's still out of stock.
And how many of them are on Marketplace and eBay?
Don't tell me that. I'll start spending more money again, Greg.
Well, that's the thing, though. I could have gone on there and bought a load and stuck them up there.
Yeah. Yes, and then you're paying, whether you're paying close to retail or slightly more, or that's anyway. Yeah. But for now, I keep telling myself it's out of stock, so I don't spend the money.
I confess, I was bloody lucky, and I managed to track down this bad boy.
Hang on a sec. Let's see what the because I'm watching.
So yeah, I managed to track down this. But then,
wow, cool. Okay, yeah, definitely, they'll spray.
But then I managed to find a second one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a scalper, but I couldn't say no to that.
No. That's a brilliant set. Very cool.
Yeah, it's a fantastic build. Really is a good set.
Yeah.
And it goes well with my one of my all-time favorite Lego Technic sets is this one. This helicopter.
Oh, that's cool. Yes. God,
I got this. I love helicopters. This is a fantastic helicopter, but the thing that got me, this bit here, because the blades rotate.
Yeah. Okay.
That engineering is incredible.
Yeah. No, I agree. Technics, they've got some great sets. I will admit Technic's not my strongest point, but I still enjoy them.
Yeah, I've got the Land Rover as well up there. I've got one on my desk.
That's really cool.
Yeah, the Land Rover's a great set. I got this one as well years ago. This is a great set.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's really cool.
That's all motorized, so everything on that opens, like the bonnet, the wing comes up, the doors are gull wing doors.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, yeah, I'm a big Technic fan. I used to build so much Technic as a kid.
Yeah, I sort of grew up on City, and so now it's nice to go back and and still see the city line, going strong. But Technic has been too. It's but a lot of people a lot of people love to dump on the Friends sets, but when you have a look at the color variety, and some of the actual buildings are really good starting points if you want to do mix. They're absolutely, banger sets. Like they're actually really, at least giving you they're giving you those options, as good starting points.
Come on, honey. She in our bed. Baby's in our bed.
Yeah.
Is at that point. I've got loads of Friends sets. To be honest, I've got quite a few in my backlog. I got the the alpaca mountain one.
Oh, cool! Yeah. I know when you're talking about.
That was one I got on like half price sale. I was so happy.
Yeah.
It's got llamas in it. Fantastic.
Yeah, I keep a bit of a lookout every now and then if I spot it. Admittedly, straight off the shelf, sometimes those sets won't jump out at me at all, and I'll sort of just walk past. But if there's a sale on, I'm usually so what's like Target and stuff like that when they do their 30. Sometimes I'll do their 20 or 30% off Lego. Sometimes I'll go, oh, that set's not that bad. Add that to the collection.
I also got not that one. No, buried down in the pile. Got to build that at some point. Sesame Street.
Oh, how cool is that set?
It's got to decide where it's going to go.
Yeah.
It's the problem. I've got no space in my city for it at the moment. I'm actually about to dismantle my spaceport.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's taking up space. I'm going to get rid of it and use that as part of the city and move it to somewhere else, I think.
Yeah.
I can't do it justice the way I want to, so I'm going to get rid of it.
Yeah. No, that Sesame Street set, that brought back a lot of memories when I saw that. There's a lot of memories. I grew up on the street, love Sesame Street. Such an awesome show.
When I was on the street. I got to say, I watched the Muppet Christmas Carol with my kids the other day.
Oh, my wife loves that. Yeah.
My kids were not at all interested in it.
And it's like more now as adults, we sort of get more interested and find more enjoyment out of it now. And being adults,
yeah. No, Muppet Babies, I couldn't get them into that. I was like, no. Gummy Bears. Oh, that's now on Disney Plus. I was like,
yeah. God, memories. Yeah, there's been
Smurf F30. We're doing Ingrid, hello. Are you talking about the Smurf? Are you talking about the Sesame Street set or the alpaca set?
They're both cool sets.
Yeah, I did get Kmart in the Black Friday sale. They always have one Lego set for a ridiculous price, and it was the Lego Friends boat.
Yes, yeah,
which is like $160 set, and they had it for $50. I'm like, yep, right, I'm having that.
Thanks for telling me that. I ended up getting it because I was going to start a little project with that particular set in mind, and I ended up paying, well, I'll just say, it was retail. So, yeah, wish I'd have known that. But see, I wanted to actually get the there was a set from, was it not last year? Might have been year before. One of their boat sets that I really actually liked, just because I knew that I could change the colouring on it if I wanted to sort of take, de-friendsify the set a bit and still make it look pretty cool, especially if it was sitting in a harbour or something like that, or, docked or something. And I missed out. And it's like, so when I saw I got the big, was it the rescue one, whatever it's called? I have it. It's on the shelf at the moment. But
The current
It's a
city one, the diving one, or
Oh well, I've got that. I've got the National Geographic one that they did, the big, what is it, Explorer, Lego City Explorer ship. See,
massive thing.
yeah, tell me about it. That one. Now, when I first got that set, I was going to use that set as my inspiration to, do my whole layout, because I didn't want to do just base plates and flat. I wanted to make like a water scene and a harbour scene and everything like that, and have like a cargo terminal next to it. So I started it. I think I even put a few photos on Instagram, but that boat or ship, it's too big for what I wanted to do. So I love it. It's awesome.
I've got it in my harbour here. I've got exactly the same problem with it.
It is huge.
I've got like a pretty decent space. Hang on, let's see if I can get it. I've got like a pretty decent space for my harbour. It still takes over.
Yeah. I have nowhere near that much room, but I just don't
build a bridge. Building a bridge takes up a lot of space too.
Yeah, a lot of parts as well, but I suppose everything takes parts. But yeah, bridges can take up a lot of room.
I've got this is the one you can see behind me here is the started out as the Marvel superhero bridge.
Yeah, that was a cool set.
Got the second one of those on clearance at David Jones.
Yep.
And then I basically added about 3 times as many parts to it, and now it's like a massive double train suspension bridge.
It looks very cool though, mate. I like that set. I like what you've done with.
I need to build the supports for it still, because I'm trying to figure out how to build some decent supports for it that aren't going to cost me a fortune.
Yeah. Because even some of the arch pieces or archway pieces that some of the bigger ones, they're not cheap to get either. So, yeah. No, it's So do you get into State of Origin and the NRL, the footy, and all that stuff, mate? Or
nah,
no.
I'm a social supporter. I'll go down the pub and watch a game, but I really don't give a crap.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I want New South Wales to win, but did this year, didn't they?
They did. They did indeed. I've got family up in some family up in Queensland, and that when they first, this is going back a little while, when they first heard that Brad Fittler or Freddie Fittler was going to be the coach of the New South Wales team, and it's just like, don't underestimate Freddie. He'll do us proud, and he did. I'm not a massive follower, but it's good to have a bit of fun with it.
For Zoom, I'm not dismantling a spaceship. I've got a spaceport. I'm going to put it into storage so I can put it out again properly. I'm not actually going to dismantle it, because I actually did do quite a lot of work on that before I want to do a proper thing, because I built a whole proper space. I bought the Space Launch Center one. I've got both the big sets and the space ones, which are great sets.
Yeah.
Actually, the main one, not the crawler one, the other one with the monorail thing is really good.
Yeah.
That's a great set. But I turned that into a full launch command center.
Yeah.
Like a NASA style thing, which is really cool. But it's just, I can't do it justice at the moment. So
no. And the other one had the app that you could download that had the countdown, and like the mission control, where you could track the rocket.
Satellite, yeah. No, that's the one I mean. It's a good set.
That's cool. Another one that I actually passed up on and sort of regret passing up on now, but you can't buy everything. That's the
no, you run out of body organs to sell.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. 100%.
What one? Well, did you miss out on that one? You mean? Is that the same?
I missed out on both of them, and I sort of, I know. I think I can still get. Last time, I was nearly going to pull the trigger on lego.com.au, and then as far as like wanting to grab them, and then again something come up, real life jumped in the way for a moment, and the funds that I'd put aside had to be used elsewhere, and then when the next time I went on, they were out of stock. I'm like, So yes, I know I could look at eBay and I could look aftermarket or whatever, but still.
Yeah.
I like sort of trying to see if I can get even when they're not doing double VIP points, I'm still trying to accumulate them when I can. So then I can try to plan how I'm going to use them, or when I'm going to try and use them.
Yep.
But yeah. No, but they're very cool sets. And I think now probably there's a bit more popularity again because of SpaceX, and I think that sort of has sparked the interest in it again.
Well, given there's both the SpaceX and the Blue Origin on Lego Ideas both got to support space, didn't they? And they both got rejected. And willing to bet there's going to be a SpaceX set.
Oh well, that'll be interesting to see what they do next year. Definitely.
I confess, when they re-released the Apollo set, I was there the day they launched that, because I was always regretful of not getting that.
Yeah, yep.
It's near enough the same set. Just got nowhere to fucking put it.
No, it's
No, I got that one. I justified that one by saying to my wife, I'm like, kids are giving me this for Christmas. What do you want them to give you?
Nice. That's the way. Just check this out on the box.
All right. Box. Oh, that was a good setting, good.
Yeah.
That one.
That was one I did get. I didn't get the Ninjago City set, but I did get the dock set. That was cool.
I've got to be honest, the Ninjago City set is what got me back into Lego.
Nice. Yep.
I don't know what it was. It was something about when I saw that set, I was just absolutely blown away by it. Yeah. And I ended up getting it for myself as my 40th birthday present. And which I got full approval from to do, because it was like it just amazed me like how good it was, the quality of it, and everything about it. I'm like, I'd happily dismantle that set and build it again. It was so good.
Yeah, definitely.
Ninjago City set coming out this year in theory.
Yeah, there's is that the one that's because I'm getting I think I get a bit confused. Is it the one that's got the garden, or is that a different set altogether?
That's a different set. You've got the Chinese New Year one. That's the
right.
Yeah, the garden one you've seen. Then there's the Ninjago City Gardens. Which we haven't seen yet.
No. Okay. I'll be looking forward to seeing images of that one.
Yeah.
Because that could possibly be added to the collection. But see, this is what gets me. They keep releasing some bloody good sets, and it's just the wallet goes, no, you can't afford it. But I really want it.
I still don't have the Batmobile.
Yeah, I know. That's a sore topic for me as well. I have the much cheaper version, but just not the collector's edition.
Which is you mean the Joker Pursuit one?
Yeah, I've got the Joker Pursuit one, but I don't have the 1989 collector's one. No.
Yeah.
I really wish I got it. Yeah, it's and so was the Batwing. I actually like the Batwing as well, but yeah, one of the
I actually almost think the Batwing's a better set.
Yeah, I one of one of the podcasts I subscribe to or occasionally go on. One of the co-hosts, he's a massive Batman fan, and he got the Batwing, I think, on the day it was released in the US, and he sent me some photos of it just to rub it in. I'm like, you bastard. It's a very cool set.
Yeah, the Batmobile is stunning.
Yeah, very cool.
It's also kind of, I'd say, it's also kind of boring.
Yeah.
I'd love to have seen a proper minifig scale one of it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that would have been much more, rather than like a big sort of theatrical version that.
Basically, you need an entire new shelving system just to put it on.
Yeah, like I'd rather, like in the Millennium Falcon, you could actually use with minifigures, couldn't you? It's like,
yeah,
that makes more sense to me.
The Star Destroyer takes up a fair bit of room too, but you see some nice. You see it looks great. Admittedly, looks great on display. Like it's just like, yeah, that's cool.
I'm wrestling with the Star Destroyer because I always wanted the original one.
Yes, yeah.
And I could have afforded it, but I didn't buy it.
Yeah. I'm glad I picked up the Razor Crest from the Mandalorian. That was a fun build.
Now it's a limited edition set.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm glad I actually made that decision to get it. So it was a fun build, and I'm enjoying the show as well. It's good.
Oh, it's fantastic. The last few episodes have been fantastic with Boba Fett.
Yeah, and did you see what they're doing now with what Disney's got in the works for 2021 as far as Star Wars is concerned?
They basically realised that they did a shit job on the movies, so now they're going to catch them on the TV stuff.
They've got what is it? Hayden Christensen's going to reprise his role as Darth Vader for.
What? No, why is that a good thing?
Well, like him or love him, I think the fact that they're using the Obi-Wan Kenobi as the storyline or something now, that's. But they've got some more plans there, which is good. I reckon they'll probably get I don't know, with Mandalorian, I'd imagine that they'd probably get a few more seasons out of it at least. Or
you see, Jon Favreau's the writer on that as well, isn't he?
Yeah. And
Jon Favreau strikes again.
Hey, what's that?
I said Jon Favreau strikes again.
Yeah, yeah.
Brought the Marvel universe to life.
Yep.
Now he's saving the Star Wars universe.
Yes. Yep.
I thought the movies were.
Yeah.
I like Rogue One, which was awesome. But
yeah.
Main trilogy was shockingly bad.
I didn't mind. I enjoyed Rogue One. I liked the Solo movie. I sort of could actually appreciate them. Rise of Skywalker and all of them. Last Jedi. I know we went through a couple. Was it one? J.J. Abrams did 2 of the movies, and then you had Ryan Johnson did one of them at least. I can't remember which one he directed, but yeah.
Yeah, it was. Do you ever watch the? Do you ever watch? What's it called? What am I thinking of? The Honest Trailers. That was it. All
right.
The one for the second movie that I can't even remember the name of because it was so bad. They absolutely tear it to shreds. Like literally, like the fact that he's managed to turn space into a 2D, 2-dimensional thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I still enjoy the because I grew up on movies was 4, 5, and 6 when I was a kid. So I mean, for me, there's always going to be that nostalgic thing there about it. But I think they've definitely knocked it out of the park as far as Mandalorian's concerned. They've really.
Yeah. Well, Mandalorian to me felt more like Star Wars than any of the sequels.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. Yeah,
I'm not counting like Rogue One and Solo in that. I'm just saying the main plot movies just didn't feel like Star Wars to me.
It's like having Mark Hamill in them, and then of course
Carrie Fisher,
Carrie Fisher, and
Harrison Ford, who looked like he was relieved when they killed him.
It's just like, oh, finally, it's done.
Thank God I'm free.
I tell you what though, I got some of the biggest laughs out of not even the Star Wars movies. It was more from the Big Bang Theory when they had James Earl Jones on it. Carrie Fisher made an appearance. Oh, it was absolutely hilarious. Sheldon and befriends James Earl Jones, and it's very, very well done. I'm a big comedy TV show fan as well.
Yeah, Big Bang Theory is one I need to actually watch it all. I've only seen bits and pieces of it. I never followed it that closely.
Yeah,
definitely my kind of comedy.
Yeah.
Who have we still got in here? GJBricks. Hello. Quite nice. Saturday, everyone's out doing things.
Yeah.
I did a random one the other day. Oh, the one you won on Monday, whenever it was.
Yeah, that was. You seemed to have a good time on that one, mate. That was a good.
I was amazed how many people came on.
I know, because I think you said that a few times. Oh, here we go.
At the moment, hang on, let's have a look at the stats. It's just amazing how popular it can be at random times.
Mm.
When I was building the Marvel superhero bridge, I did that in as a live stream. That ended up having loads of people in it. I'm like, I just don't get why it's suddenly really popular at certain times.
It's funny. I've been going through a bit of a thing at the moment where are you using the free version of StreamYard, or have you got the paid?
I got the Black Friday deal, so it's like $100.
That's what you're telling me. Sorry, yeah. I can't believe I missed out on that.
Yeah, it was a bloody good deal. It was for the features they give you. So
yes, and for the price and because at the moment I'm struggling to sort of justify just to myself the cost of going monthly but I like the ease of use for StreamYard. So I've been testing OBS Studio, and I'm not a gamer or anything like that as far as a streaming's concerned. I know it's great for streamers. I get that, like ones that are doing streaming, far more regularly and a more, professional level. Sure. That's not me. So I like having multi-camera, so I wanted to, and StreamYard, is good for that as well. But yeah, at the moment I can't.
I'm using the free version of OBS.
Oh yeah, yep.
So all my camera setup's done in that. Then, are you on a Mac or a PC?
PC.
Oh, I don't know what the one on there is, but there's an extension for OBS called Virtual Camera, which basically exposes OBS to everything in the system. Yeah. So it comes up in everything like a camera.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that way I've got OBS set up with numerous layouts. I've got the the one with me focus, the one with the build focus, and then there's another one. And I can put in the images and things like that. It's all sort of set up in there.
And that's so you're saying that was set up in OBS, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just stream that into StreamYard. So I mean, the software will always be better than a browser plugin.
Yeah. Ah, okay. Can you do that on the free one as well, or is it the one that you?
No, I'm using. This is on the OBS. Oh yeah, and that will go through to StreamYard free as well. Yeah. It literally comes up like a webcam, like your system thinks it's a webcam.
Yeah. I'll have to have a bit of a play around and see how I go with that.
OBS is really good.
Yeah. Well, I said OBS Studio. What I ended up doing just as a quick test was to I set up a bit of a thing with OBS Studio, and just to get the cameras and a bit of extra stuff happening. I was like, okay, this could work. So it's just a matter of doing it or trying a few different things. So it's why I haven't been streaming as much at the moment. I've been more in the background trying to I've changed webcams, and that was a bit of a debacle, but we got there in the end.
What camera have you got?
Well, I've got now. I've stepped down. I had there's the Logitech Stream Cam, one of the newer ones. It was, and then for some reason I just had a mountain of problems. I tried everything I could, forum after forum and settings and everything. And then at the moment, my main camera, so the one I'm on at the moment, is the Logitech. Is it the C920? And I know that one's been, that one's good and bad, and you're always going to hear people dump on that one a bit as well. But
I don't know why they would. I've got that. I've got the 922. It's a great camera.
Yeah, well, so far this one's been rock solid, and I mean, you've only had it for a little bit, but all the testing I've been doing on it so far, just even just through OBS Studio, and I did a couple of test records and just mucking around with it. It held up absolutely rock solid. So it's like, well, for me, it's working. I got the Yeti mic. Figured that'd be a good one to try out.
I've got a different version. I've got the Blue Yeti USB one, whatever it's called.
Yeah, and you can see part of the one I've got here on camera.
I wanted the new one they released. I can't justify that extra $100. I wanted to mic, but I can't justify that extra money just for. Yeah.
I don't know whether or not, I didn't know if the blue one was going to do the job or not. And sort of sometimes it's in that frame of mind. It's like, okay, I'll grab this one. And I looked at a few reviews and just sort of tried to get a bit of an idea, and it looked pretty good. So, and again, so far it's been really good as well.
I think I was looking at just the time when EB Games had a special on the one I wanted in the color I wanted. I'm like, oh,
nice. Yeah.
I took that as a sign going, okay, right.
See, the thing with StreamYard is that the free version, you get 20 hours a month for the free version. So that's why I didn't know whether or not, do you see because with the paid version of StreamYard, you can stream to multi-platform as well.
I'm going to Facebook and YouTube at the moment.
Yeah. So I'd have to look at using something else to to send it on out to well, I know OBS you can could probably just do it through. I'd have to look at it again.
Well, I mean, if you use that virtual cam thing, you wouldn't have to worry about it because it would just come up in the browser as.
Yeah, it's true. I'll have to look into that, mate. Thanks for telling me about it. I'll have to.
I don't know what the PC equivalent of it is, but it's called virtual camera. So
yeah,
you turn that on, and literally OBS appears to the operating system like it's a webcam. So,
yeah.
There you go. I've had 82 playbacks.
Wow.
A maximum of 8 people at a time. No, 9 people at a time.
Yeah.
So it's funny. look up the stats for the other one. But hey, Nerdbrick 101. Good morning or evening or
G'day.
or just say good day. Doesn't matter what time of day it is then.
G'day, mate.
I've been working on my Aussie twang when I say that now. So, g'day.
It's funny how Daryl, because I'll always say, "G'day, Daryl. How are you, mate?" And then he'll go, "Good day, Tasman Bricks." He's cool. I like Daryl.
I've got to say, have you seen the trailer for the new Crocodile Dundee movie?
No, I haven't. No.
It looks really good. And it's sort of playing on everything that's been happening to him because he's being like hunted by the taxman and stuff.
Yeah. He did a I can't remember. I think it was on Channel 9. This is going back a little while, but he did a stand-up and he talked about his time with all that, with the tax office and everything else. And I've always loved him as an actor. He's brilliant. He's,
very Australian.
Yeah. And those Crocodile Dundee movies. I mean, the second one was, I did like the second one. The third one, not as much. I mean, the first one, obviously, setting it all up. And
wait, there's a third one?
Yeah, there was a it actually had the son of one of the very well-known Australian newsreader, TV, like a current affairs sort of host. Is it George Negus? I think was his name. Well, his son played the son he was Crocodile Dundee's son. So yeah, there's a bit of my.
I honestly, I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Like, it's the first and second one were, I enjoyed them both, but I don't know if the third one didn't have as much momentum as what the other two did. But
no, because the second one was where he's in New York, isn't it?
The first one he was in Australia and New York, and then the second one he was more in he was in was it still mainly around New York, and then did he go somewhere else for a bit? It's been that long since I've seen the second one. But yeah, he I've always enjoyed his work. He's done a lot. He's done a couple of good movies as well.
And obviously there's the legendary Put Another Shrimp on the Barbie.
Yeah.
Every Australian loves it when you bring that one up.
Yes, they do.
Fuck off, you pommy.
So I mentioned earlier when you were checking on your daughter, and it said that for us a barbecue, and that is always popular around sort of Christmas, and but for me, I'm a bit boring. I just love my steak and a couple of sausages on the barbie, and she's all good.
Yeah, I actually need to clean my barbecue. I confess I haven't used my barbecue for like a year and a half.
Well, yeah.
Failed the citizenship test again.
No, it's and sometimes the weather just hasn't been great for it. Like, unless you've got a really good setup, or you've got a covered area for it, or if you're just out in the backyard and it's open area, it's sometimes the weather just isn't our friend.
No, I live in a rental, so I can't do anything.
No.
Sucks. But anyway.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think I'd get through this bag of parts tonight, Greg. I honestly didn't think I'd get even half of it. But do you see how I mean, like I've said on one of my streams as well, the way that I'm doing at the moment, I'm sort of sub-sorting, where I'm sorting them into the appropriate parts, but they're not color sorted. Like it's just like I've got the profile bricks all in one container, and then I'll just sort them out later.
Yeah.
But it's initially just getting them out of the order, and I find if I leave them around the build table for a couple of days, it'll kick me into the mood to start doing more mock building and trying to get some more projects underway.
Got my garage is up to the roof now. Woo.
Done well.
Good set.
It is a good set. I sort of, the more I sort of look at it now, because yes, admittedly it is in my backlog, but I'm sort of tempted to build it as it is and then maybe do something else with it. Because in my layout, it's sort of, it will, because I'm not just doing an ordinary sort of like a normal city. I'm trying to do a little bit more of a seaside settlement, so to speak. So I'm wanting to downsize some of my builds, but my wife likes the Lego pizzeria that I did, and she's pretty much put an embargo on me going anywhere near it to dismantle it. So she's just like, you're not destroying that one. I'm like, okay. Yes, dear. Yeah. And she doesn't really sort of do that with a lot of my other stuff, like she couldn't care less, but she does on this one. But anyway.
Sorry, I muted that while I opened the bags.
No, you're right, mate. Not a problem at all.
Yeah, I don't actually I tend to buy sets and then build them and leave them as they are.
Yeah.
There's a few sets where I haven't done that, like the Sanctum Sanctorum. I bought two of them and turned that into a corner mock, like a proper modular. Yeah. If you haven't seen, you can have a look at my channel because it's bloody awesome.
Yeah, definitely. I regret not getting two of that set either. I only got the one, and still regretting that decision not to get the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to. Admittedly, I've got to spend some more time on your channel. I haven't had much of a chance to go and look around. But just way too much on.
I think the Sanctum one's still my feature video.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew that you'd done so. I just needed that chance. You haven't had the chance to actually have a good look at the video. But it is on my list, so that's all good.
I'm going to revisit that one because I did a few things that I was never happy with.
Yeah.
I like it, but I can do better.
See, that's
adding another floor to it.
Yep. See, I get in the same train of thought. Like I like the pizzeria mock. It's been one of my favorite, and a lot of people commented on it on Instagram, and they really enjoyed that one. And I look at it and go, yeah, I like it, but I know I can do better. And so, yeah, that's why I sometimes think, I wonder if I just change this and change that, and then before you know it, pretty much the whole thing's been dismantled. So.
Yeah. Well, that my Sanctum is very much like that. There's like very little of the original set there. Like,
yeah,
all the parts are used. They're like the facade's sort of the original, but not really anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all sort of been reworked, and yeah. I did the grand staircase inside. That's one of my things I want to revisit, is making that. I made it sort of, I like it, but I want to make it a little bit smaller so there's a little bit more space in that ground floor.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you watch the video on it, you'll see what I mean. Like, I think it could be a little bit more compact.
Okay, yeah.
So it means it'll be a steeper staircase, but I don't think that really matters.
Yeah.
I've got two of the hospital sets to build.
Yeah, see, I kick
myself, I'm missing out on when Kmart had that for $60.
Yes. Yep.
I had it in my hand and I didn't buy it. I'm like, no.
It's been so frustrating at the moment. So many sets that you do want to pull the trigger on, and you just something pops up, and it's like, oh. So you'll either have the car need the service, or need new tires, or need something, or then there's
my car broke down recently, and like it was the alternator went on it, and it's an absolute shit timing because I was about to sell the bloody thing.
Oh no!
So I had to spend money to get it fixed, so I could actually go and get the new car, and then basically ended up part exchanging it for a bigger car, and basically they're going to scrap it. It's like,
it's just frustrating that you make the plans and then something just goes completely awry, just to sort of give you the finger, so to speak. It's like, thanks for that. And then I've had to pass up on a lot of sets that I didn't at the time. I thought, I'll wait. And then it's like, no, they're gone. I waited too long. Or then couldn't afford it because of something else. And
do you know what I found? There was a couple of sets. Like one of them was the Lockwood Estate. The Jurassic, the Jurassic World, the big set from that.
Yeah.
And I never really liked the set, but my God, it's a good set for parts.
Oh yeah.
And I managed to find it on Maya's website, and then I found like a store in the middle of nowhere that still had 2 of them in stock.
Oh, you're kidding! Wow.
And if you ring them up, they'll ship it for free.
Sweet.
Like little tip.
Yeah.
But you've got to somehow find the stock first.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not.
Then they'll ship it, like happily ship it to you. Oh, great. Thanks, Maya.
Oh, that's cool. But yeah, I'm hoping to get a little bit better next year at my planning on sets that I want to get, and if I can at the time, just grab it, even if it means I'm not going to use it straight away, but then I've got it, and then I can go, right, well, now I can do something with it rather than wishing and regretting and paying aftermarket pricing and whatever.
I've got so many sets at the moment in my backlog. I'm like looking at it going, am I ever going to actually build them?
And then if you decide to sell them not even a month later, you're like, I was going to build. No, I can't.
Damn it.
That's happened to me a few times now, and frustrating. Yeah. Well, I managed to get that little part bag sorted, which was good. Well, mostly anyway. It's got to try and I've just got to try and now get the time, which is going to be the next factor.
Can you come and sort mine now, please?
It's funny you're saying that. We should look at doing a sorting party. A little sorting party, why not? A couple of beers and sort some Lego.
Sort of what a live stream could be.
Yeah.
Some people do that.
And sometimes you think, it's not a bad idea. You sort of see a bit of merit there somewhere.
I'm almost done. I'm almost finished on this set.
Yeah, it is I do like that set as well, mate. It's cool. I'm looking at it a few more times. Sorry.
I'm friends with JC, the guy who has Small Brick City, who he hasn't been for ages.
Yeah, he hasn't been on for ages, yeah.
He's been running his business. He's got a marketing business, and that's actually been what he's been doing. So they used to give me shit though, because I used to is this going to be like another 15-part stream? And now whenever I do a stream, I might try and desperately to make sure I do it in not 15 goes.
Well, but like at least he admits, and he'll say that is it Annie will build some of the other sets, or he'll, but I like his mocks. He did that mock of the Winter Village fire station and turned it in, like took the snow effects and everything off it, and he did a really cool job on that mock. Turning it in from a firehouse or fire station into a was it a bar, and then or a bar cafe bar or something,
wasn't it?
Yeah, or pub, equivalent like to a pub or something, and then he did a church sort of mock as well, from the couple of the Harry Potter.
He set himself a challenge on that one.
Yeah, I know he changed his mind a couple of times, but that's probably one of my favorite builds that he's done. He's done some really good, heavily detailed mocks as well. And on my stream, like, I'll always, give those sort of shout outs and credits to where, like I mentioned Small Brick City quite a lot, because it's one of the channels that I got some ideas and inspiration off as well. Daryl from Bevan's Bricks. The same again, because at the moment I'm sort of getting those ideas for, for what I want to do. And JC's got and it's a shame that he's been caught up with everything at the moment, and he's either between, I know at one point he said he was between two countries, and he was working, on his business and everything, but where his Lego was, wasn't where he was. So he wasn't able to do much at the time.
Yep.
But I'm hoping he's going to be
sold off a lot of, because he did. He's a magician as well. He's sold off a lot of his magic stuff recently.
Oh yeah.
I think he's basically retired the magic side of what he was doing.
Yep. No, I was a big fan of his channel. Who we got in the chat? Is it Nerd Brick 101? Am I reading that right there, Craig? G'day, how you going, Nerd Brick 101?
Who's still in the stream? Is anyone actually watching this anymore?
Look, I think there's still a few there.
They're just already quiet, or they're just intensely listening to us waffle.
It's
I've been struggling with recently is actually getting enough time to watch all the videos.
Yeah.
There's so much content I want to watch.
Yep.
Like I commented on Jacob over at Brick Bakery. I commented on one of his videos, and he sort of said, "Oh, great, good to see you." I'm like, oh, yeah. Anyway. I do watch your videos. I just forget to comment.
Yeah, I know I'll try and line up a bit of a list of things there. So even if I'm doing something in the background, I'll try and catch something, but it doesn't always work that way. And then the videos that I wanted to watch, I had forgotten them, or I was able to go back and find them eventually. But it's just getting that time. There's some really good stuff out there at the moment. I know. Looks like James getting back to doing a bit more mock building again. So he's working on what's he doing? He's underwater, sort of, not underwater, where he's sort of built in under it. Yeah, for the zoo. So he's gone into the mountain, and he's working on his aquarium and stuff. I think I saw something about that. His latest sort of update and that, and what he was doing, and his stuff's great. Like his mocks, just next level.
Do you think he does anything else, or is he just YouTube now?
I don't know. As far as I know, in older videos he's talked about, working into different industries and that he used to work in the toy industry, whether he was a designer or what he worked in. I'm not sure what he did exactly in that. But yeah, his new city, I believe it or not, I liked his older city than his new one at the moment. He's still got some great builds in there, but his shopping mall. I'm sure you've obviously seen. Sure, you've seen that video that he did on that mock.
My kids love that shopping mall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was so cool. And like, I think if he went back and revisited that and tried to update that mock, I think the original would stand out better. I mean, just my own personal thought on that, because I've lost count of how many times I used to watch that video on that mock. I could watch it for hours just looking at all the different details. It was really cool.
And anybody who's watching this who's not seen that video, again, look it up. It's well worth watching.
Yeah. Just the thought of how he, and just to see then him actually make it happen. Yeah, I've always looked up to mock builders, like him and Daryl and even JC, because it's just getting that, just seeing their level and then sort of trying to sort of get the best of it, both worlds, and seeing how I can integrate that into what I want to do. I did a pub mock as a bit of a little bit of a dedication to my dad, and that one's going to be, I know that I do want to do something with that eventually. That's going to be hard to pull that one down, just again because of the part usage. But I don't know, it's not going to, I may end up just leaving it and take it out of, my layout and just display it, so that, and just leave it as more of a display mock rather than a mock that's going to function in the layout. So yeah. So unfortunately I get into that situation where I try to use the parts that I've got more on hand at the time, and then just do part orders as I need to. But
I think rubbish at planning my parts orders.
Yeah, you're not the only one. Don't feel alone. If you saw how I was doing it in the background, you'd be just like, dude, you're an idiot. Why are you doing it that way?
Yeah.
It's just at the different circumstances, and just time gets in the way, and finances and real life gets in the way, and all of a sudden, a project is, I'll find a project that I want to do is completely scrapped because I know I don't have enough pieces on hand, and a part order would almost be, costing me the price of a modular set in Australia, up towards that $299, which I think that's what that police station mock's going to be in Australia. It's just $299.
Yeah.
If I read it right on lego.com.au.
You did.
And then, but it's funny, people will say, oh, just buy it from the States. It's like, yeah, the shipping's going to be pretty heavy on it too.
It won't save you any money buying it from the States by the time you get here.
Yeah. So I just buy it when it comes out. But are you going to go and get it on January 1st, or are you going to hold off a bit, or what's your plans?
I haven't decided yet.
Yeah.
I'd like it, but I need to be able to justify it first.
Yeah. Well, at least getting it will help, even if there's no double VIP points. At that sort of, because I don't know the science in behind when they plan to do the double VIP point sales, whatever you want to call it. So, and sometimes they'll only do it for selected sets, and
yeah.
But I'm hoping that. Who knows? Maybe at the time when we're looking at getting it, they could have a double VIP program happening on it, or a promotion on it, or something. Who knows?
I will say we do get the crap end of the stick when it comes to VIP deals.
Yeah.
That does annoy me. Like, I don't understand why we're treated differently to other countries. Like, you just thought we'd be similar to the US and the UK, really.
Yeah, I agree. It's Yeah, you're not the only one that's got that same thought. But yeah, it's been. Sorry, you go.
Going after you.
As I say, it's hopefully 2021 could see a bit of a change in it again too. Who knows? But I know, was it this year that they tried to overhaul the VIP program, or was that last year? I thought it was this year.
It was this year.
Yeah.
I mean, again, that one thing that annoys me is the fact that the shops here and the online VIP are different systems. So.
Yeah. That's the points in store. Yeah, they work differently
because it's not Lego. It's
licensed. No, it's licensed. Yeah.
Why Lego? You've got warehouses here. Why couldn't you run a store here?
So some of the friends that I talk to through Instagram, and they'll say, "Oh yeah, but you'll be able to use your points in the store." It's like, not here in Australia, no.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that.
I don't know if that's the same for other countries outside of the US. I can only obviously, talk from my own experience in going to the stores in Australia. And look, but the staff have always been great, very friendly, very helpful. Certainly, I'm not knocking the staff in any way, shape, or form, and it's not, they're not responsible for how the point system works. But I wish that you could have been able to use the VIP points from Lego at the Lego shop, but it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, because in the UK, like someone I was talking to was going to go and use all of his VIP points to go and put towards buying the Millennium Falcon.
Yep.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, that's why I think if I'm going to get the police station, I might look at just doing it online or something, and that way then I can hopefully. But see, then you hear of people having problems with claiming the vouchers. So no, my luck, I could be one of them.
I've not had any issues with the voucher system.
Okay, well that's still promising then. That's good.
Because I used a voucher. What did I use a voucher for? I thought something was a voucher. I know when I did my last parts order, I bought parts and something else. And I used a voucher as part of that. And no problem at all. What's
that tray that you're using there, Greg? I like that idea. I use the tray that for your parts. Okay.
And it actually comes with there's these tubs they sell that are about yay deep.
Right.
And then this sits inside it.
Ah. I might have to go, and I like that. That tray is awesome as it is. I just grab a lot of the plastic, like the little takeaway containers or the see-through plastic containers, and I'll line them up on the build table if I'm working on a set and do it that way.
Well, this has been really good because I can if I'm building a set, I can put everything into the box and then put the lid in, the tray in, and it's all together.
Yeah.
Which works really well.
No, it does. I've been looking at that tray going, I wonder where he's got that.
You've got tray envy.
I do. I mean, I haven't got set envy because I have got the set. I just haven't built it yet. But I've got tray envy of all things. I do like some of the newer city sets that are coming out, and I think one of the Friends sets that's coming out is one of a cinema, their own little a cinema set.
Yeah.
But that's a good starting point to do. I love Palace. The Palace Cinema modular was great, but I really thought though on the first floor looked really good. I actually like what they did with it. But the first floor where they've got the actual cinema, I think for me that was a little bit of a letdown just on the interior. Yeah. But I mean, you've always got that argument. If I do my mocks now, I'm only try and do an interior for the ground floor and then not bother about the other floors, because I know from if you're going to do a camera shot or whether you're doing a video or you're just setting up a scene to take with a still camera or something or your phone, the camera is going to see, unless you've got really bad lighting, the camera is going to see partly through your ground floor buildings. But, if you're doing more like a minifigure eye level, you're not going to see the interior on your first, second, third, fourth floors or whatever. You're not going to see that.
Yeah.
So, for me, but that Palace Cinema set, I was let down a bit by the first floor. Parisian Restaurant's probably my favourite out of the Creator modulars.
Yeah.
I think Jamie Barrard just bloody well knocked that set out of the park. Like, he just friggin' nailed it. He nailed that bloody set.
I still prefer the detective's office. I think
the
detective's office looks.
Yep. Yeah, that one, the pool hall is awesome. Absolutely love that part of it.
And the bar is very good as well.
Yes, yeah. The level of detail on that was good as well. And I like the whole idea of the little story behind it all. And but as far as like that Parisian Restaurant blew me away just for the, and again, they didn't have as many color options that they've got now. But yeah, that was just one of my favorites.
Actually, have you got the downtown diner?
I do, yes, yeah.
That's a good. That was one of my last videos. I lit that up because someone.
I saw that. Now you mentioned a lighting company. And when you started talking about it, I thought, I wonder if he's gone with Light My Bricks, because I know that they're an Australian, and I'm not getting any. I haven't got any of the lighting kits yet myself. It's something that I want to look into. So your experience, though, you seemed from the video, you were quite happy with it.
Yeah, it was a company called GJBricks.
Okay,
based out of Europe.
Yeah,
and it was a good kit. It was on the whole, I was impressed with it. I mean, some of it was quite over the top, but at the same time, it was like, lighting is set up. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, it did look cool though when you drop the lights to show it lit up. It's like, that's cool.
That's in my city. Like, it's going to be such an effort to light everything up and put it in the city. And then,
yeah.
I'm like, Brixonville. If you go and watch his video on how he did a behind the scenes video recently, and he shows a shot under his table.
Oh, I can imagine.
Like, you have a heart attack looking at it. Going, oh my god.
Was it like USB, like battery banks and everything?
Hell, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's on its own. It can be, especially if you're trying to light up a whole city. There's a lot of cost in that too. It's but I haven't tried to light my bricks. That's one that I do want to try and see how I go with it. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to light up my whole layout. No, that's not straight away. Thankfully, because it's going to be mostly elevated, I will be able to have provisions for lighting, but not lighting it yet.
Yeah, I think I'm going to light sort of some bits of my city, but I'm not really.
Yeah.
I was sorry. I'm probably going to light some of my display stuff up. I don't know if I'm even going to bother lighting the whole city up. It's just this.
Yeah, that it's not a bad idea. It's just again coming down to just cost and time, and the fact that you've got to go through it and make all the modifications or changes just to get the lighting in and make it work. And
once you've done it, there's you can never open those buildings ever again.
Yeah. I mean, I can see the what is it, like the pros and cons of doing lighting. I can see the pros and cons doing the Mills plate system, all that sort of stuff. And I guess it's one thing I like to, for if people that are just sort of coming into the hobby, that there is no right or wrong, but it will come down to how big your wallet will be, and so it's but yeah, the lighting, I did like that video that you did on the diner set, that one, and the set alone is really cool. I did like that set as well.
Well, as I said, they sent me that kit to review, and
That's
He
cool.
said, "Oh, what would you like it for?" I'm like, "Well, I've just done the diner, like that sings to be lit up."
Yep, it does. It stands out. It just like it looks so much like like to me, it stands out like a jukebox player that you could just string a whole heap of lights on and have some fun with it.
They gave me the kit. They actually sent me a second kit, which I hadn't expected, which was for the Grand Emporium.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Which, the Grand Emporium, I've got to say, was one of the ones that was on my wish list of sets to get. And I did finally just bite the bullet and pay way too much for it. But
yeah,
I still love how it looks. But the interior is very disappointing.
The Grand Emporium, yeah. Did you like the brick bank modular?
I haven't built the brick bank yet. I've got the brick bank in my backlog. I'm like debating whether or not I'm going to build it, to be honest.
Yeah, I wasn't like to begin with. I liked it, and then just sort of lost a little bit of its charm. But the bookshop set was cool. I really liked the bookshop. Bookshop.
I haven't built that one yet. It's the next one I'm going to build after I build my Ecto one. I got the Ecto one.
Yeah, I know. Yes,
but the one thing that got me with the bookshop was that the ground floor just didn't seem to have many books.
No, and for a bookshop, I didn't get I like the idea of the little chameleon thing, and I think they could have put that in the neighbouring, like the townhouse next door, and it wouldn't have looked out of place. But I would have thought with that, especially for the fact that it was a modular, that you're right, on the first floor it needed more books, but on the the ground floor, and then the first floor could have had a little bit more like a seating area, maybe a very small, because I know they didn't have a lot of room to work with, but a little bit of maybe at least a coffee making facility, or more of like a smallish cafe maybe. And then on the top floor, have like a little reading space where you've got like an adult minifigure reading to the kiddie minifigures, something like it being a bookshop. That's what anyway.
Yeah. I sort of had a vision in my head of like, what's the one with Julia Roberts and Hugh Grant?
Well, I thought you were going to say a different movie, actually, but not Notting Hill.
No, it was Notting Hill. Notting Hill, the bookshop in that.
Yeah.
Well, like everything's like a bit higgledy-pickledy, and there's piles of books everywhere. And
yeah.
That's what I sort of had in mind. That's a bookshop to me. Like that's what a lot of the sort of English bookshops, like the little village bookshops that are still around, look like.
Yeah, definitely. And that wouldn't have looked out of place in that set. It would have obviously fitted perfectly, but yeah, the interior for that one threw me a little bit. The townhouse I didn't mind, and then the corner garage. Now, so you've got that set in front of you. So that corner garage set, yes, it's a corner build, but how they've designed it, do you think that we were sort of, one of a better word, we were screwed a bit as far as the actual size of the building? Do you reckon?
Now, I was thinking about this recently because I was building my central perk mock is.
Yeah.
Hang on, pull it over. I'm going to show you. Hang on, it's got to move stuff off of it. Piles of stuff everywhere.
I know the feeling.
It's got birthday cards on it too. Crumbs. I was looking at it going like, I've basically built this to like you can see how much it squeezes in. It's like right up to it. And then you look at the floor, and I was like trying to build this first floor to fill up the same base plate as this floor here. You need so many more bricks to do this. And if you look at every Lego modular, none of them builds the size.
No.
Not a single one of them uses the entire plate because it would cost too much.
Well, we're already paying for the sets, like for the modulars. We are paying that difference between a Lego City set, like where, for example, a Lego police station, which they've released many over the years. I find a lot of them now are getting smaller, and the price point is similar to what we were paying maybe 1 or 2 years ago, perhaps. But I mean, again, a personal opinion. But with the corner garage, that was one thing I noticed a lot of people were saying about it, was that it, we were already, we were getting a corner build, which was great. I always like the corner builds as well. But then we were getting even sort of almost less of a build because of the sort of the angles that they used. So I like that they've given it some angle. That's great. I mean, but yeah, there wasn't really much room at all for the vet. I've noticed on that set. It's pretty much crammed right in there. And then the apartment, well, sure. I mean, there are, in reality, I mean, you look at some of the size of the little flats or units in Sydney, the size of that top floor apartment, you could justify and say, well, that's there's not much room in those little apartments. But I think, I don't know what else, if they were going to do that corner garage, what else could they have done? That's the sort of thought I had with that set.
Yeah. No, I agree.
But now that you've built it, what stands out for you? What do you actually like about it?
Oh, this frontage is excellent. Love how the facade looks, and the garage down here is great.
Now, how did you go with the roller door? Was the roller door a bit of a trick to get to work, or work flawlessly?
No, pretty straightforward.
Cool. Oh, that's good. Excellent.
No, I like it. I mean, the ground floor, the interior of the garage could have done with a bit more in it as well. But tried, but again, it could have done with a bit more in it. This tree on the front here is an interesting design as well. And the angle, the way they've done the angles inside is excellent. Like the wall here, how they've done this is so clever.
Because that's a new piece that they used when that set came out. What was that? Last year. It was a news. Was it one of the pieces they were using to get the angle or something, or to do the angled? Oh, am I thinking of something?
It's like the white, the 1x2 Technic plate with the round ends.
Yeah, yeah.
That.
Yeah. Was that a new piece? I remember someone.
I don't think so. I don't think it's
maybe it was. I thought it might have been a new piece that they used specifically for that set.
Got lots of the emerald night green there.
Yeah.
Doing the angle is a pain in the butt because my Sanctum Sanctorum mock is on an angle at the front corner, and it's pain in the butt.
Yeah.
To be quite honest, I cheated ever so slightly when I did mine, but
yeah, no, you've nearly given me that little bit of a kick to look at going back to that corner garage set and having another look at it again, seeing what I want to do with it.
Definitely room for improvement. You can put a lot more on this roof.
Yeah. Like you might be able to fit like a spa or something, maybe.
Spa, a little greenhouse over here as well.
Yeah. The
apartment could probably do with a home brew kit in it.
Yeah, I that'd be good. That'd be good.
It's a good idea for a little mini build.
That would be cool.
I've got to do some more. This is my next project, is to get back onto this and progress it.
Yep. Yeah, I try not to have too many projects going at once because I'll never finish any of them. I'll start one and then move on to the next and then get bored with that one and do something else. And then I've got less room to work with because I've still got half builds and it's like, oh, I'll get back and I'll finish that one day. And then or then I'll just completely tear it down. And so I try to. What's happened with me at the moment with my layout? I sort of was hoping that I wouldn't let it happen, but it kind of has. I got a little bit overwhelmed with it because I'm starting from scratch, and I'm not just doing like a flat city. I'm trying to do an elevated, so I've got the water section, and then I've got basically it's the whole sort of raised section of like a waterfront sort of type development, where you've got like boardwalk, all that sort of stuff. So I've tried to do that, but then raise it up a bit more. So
yeah, that's what my city's similar, because I've got like my harbour's set down, then my city itself is on 3 layers.
Yeah,
you can see behind me here I've got a train depot, and then that's a theme park going on the top.
Yeah.
So,
and that's where because I'm looking at doing all this elevation, and I haven't used any, like I'm not using cut down of tables, I'm using bricks at the moment, and I'm just burning through my collection way too fast.
Yeah,
so
I did mine all on raised wooden decks.
Yeah, see, I'm near to the point where, because I haven't gone too far ahead, I could get away with dismantling bits of what I've got and use the raised wood and just do it that way, which is probably how I'm going to end up doing it, because I can't do it all in brick. I'll never get it finished, and
it'll cost you a bloody fortune.
Yeah, and it already is now, and we're starting to now. So
yeah, that's what you said earlier about, like, you look at like Bevan and watch him do all of the Mills plates. The amount of bricks he goes through building those Mills plates is incredible.
You burn through, like, I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, he's really good at watching his deals and watching, and he strikes it lucky on a couple of ones where he can get bags and bags of bricks. And when you look at it in reality, he really hasn't paid that much. Like when you compare it to if we were ordering it directly from Lego, I suppose, online. But he seems to get those really good deals, when he can. So, but I'd hate to think how much he's had to spend. But he's been collecting a lot of Lego for long time as well.
Right?
But
yeah, long time. He never stopped, did he? So
no, he I've talked to him a little bit on just like through Instagram chat and that, and he said it's even right from when he was a kid and growing up, and that he was was sort of encouraged because they could see the creativity from it. And this is back before smartphones and really before the internet for us, all that sort of stuff. So when you could play with Lego, you had that creativity, and
yeah.
I think that's where he where he's always said to me that his dad especially encouraged him, because he could see the creative merit in that sort of, in the toy itself. So, but I'd hate to think how much he's actually from like even an insurance value and just how much he's got. I'm like, oh, it'd be scary figures.
The fact he's built that shed now, I hope he's got like a moat around it and stuff.
A whole barn just dedicated to it. It's really cool.
I did find myself wondering if he sleeps in there and like he's working on the house.
I could tell that he was very glad when he finished the building, and he had I liked his old in the city that he had at his old house, and then when he moved he couldn't set it up in his new home, so he built himself a shed, and it's just like, damn, that's awesome. But
I think he nervous though, because when he was building the shed, all the boxes for it and stuff were coming in labeled as Lego shed. I'm like, just think how many people see those boxes go through.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'd be terrified about people knowing what I'm actually going to be putting into this building.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
I'm really paranoid about that kind of thing though.
Yeah, no, I can understand definitely. It's one of those sort of things where I don't, like I'll have even some families sort of don't even really know that I do this as a hobby, and it's not that I'm ashamed or anything. It's just that I just don't really sort of, they wouldn't be interested even if I did tell them. So I just don't bother, you know.
No.
If
They're quite interested, but
yeah, I mean the kids love it. It's not something that I've ever, you know, pushed onto them. It's you know, the day that, as long as I'm still enjoying the hobby, the day that they decide to stop, I'm like, oh well, I've got some more Lego coming back into the.
Yeah, one of my friends' kids have just gone into the sort of dark age of they're less interested in it now, sadly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was always interested in it. So I was just going to say, one set I would recommend as well, by the way, if you haven't got it, is this one, Hedwig.
Santa came a little bit earlier this year for my wife, and she managed to snap up that set. She loves it. Yeah, it's. I think she loves that set that much that I don't think she'll actually ever open it. I think it'll be one that will be sealed in box for eternity.
I confess I've got two of this set because I got one for my kids because my daughter loves Harry Potter. So
it's a great build. It's an awesome set as well. I've been eyeing it off even myself, and I'm not the biggest Harry Potter like fan, but the Hedwig and the is it Privet Drive set. I do like that set. I'm the Hogwarts Express, obviously being a train. I like Lego trains, so I was happy to get that one in the collection. I've made a I call it my Hodgy Podge or Dodgy Podgy carriage. I wanted to put a second carriage on the Hogwarts Express train, and so I ran out of the red, the red windows that they use, the window pieces, but they weren't like the regular ones that you'd put in like buildings. They were that slightly higher. I can't remember the dimensions, but they weren't the like the standardized window size. So I could have easily probably changed because I don't have many red window. I'd have to order some, but I had plenty of white colored windows in that size, so I changed it up a little bit and used the white the white windows. So I want to get a custom sticker made and just call him sort of either Hodgepodge or call him Dodgy Podgy, just because I know I had to basically, I had to use different colors and that to make it happen. But I like the little carriage; it's cool. But I was a bit disappointed with that set that only gave you one carriage. I know it would have increased the price. I know all that, but yeah.
I mean, I bought two of that set on sale.
Yeah.
And then combine them together. So yeah, have a look at the video on my channel for that one.
I will definitely. Yeah, there's
I stretched the train. I've motorized it. I built two carriages. I actually changed the carriages to be. I can't remember where I put it. Oh, here it is. I changed mine quite heavily.
Yeah.
So my carriages actually, I went sort of borderline creator expert on them. So
it's cool.
That's the dining car.
Yeah.
Like it's full on.
I have to check that video out. Yeah.
And then that's got all the opening doors as well. So
yeah.
And then the passenger car is less exciting, but it looks better.
Yeah. Stretched to be what I wanted to do. The older style passenger carriages where they had the doors at either end, but not on the sides. But you had the little. I should know this but the like the little awning or covered like little bit where you like the older style passenger coaches, like the passenger wagon or carriages where you could either step up like from the ground level or from a platform where you could walk across and then enter the carriage from either end rather than from the sides, like the modern carriages. I wanted to do something like that. So you would stretch them out a little bit. And then, I wanted to do like a brake van, not necessarily they call them a caboose in the US and in other countries, but I wanted to do like a little brake van for that train as well, because being a steam locomotive and that, I thought,
that's on my list. I want to do another one of these passenger cars and a brake carriage.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. I'll keep an eye out. It's and this is the thing. I've got that many little projects that I want to do, but I'm just not. I'll get there one day. So
yeah, we should probably wrap up because it is
now getting later. But mate, thank you so much for the invite. This has been great. And Scott's Blocks is in the chat.
Hi Doc Samson. Hi Scott's Blocks.
Everyone's in there. Thank you for
so busy talking. Haven't said hello to people. There too. Anyway, thank you for joining us, guys.
And thank you again, Greg. I really appreciate it, mate. Thank you so much.
Feel free to get you. We'll do this more often.
Yeah, absolutely. And hopefully one day, look, between you and me, we should be able to try and wrangle in Dr. McBrick and see if we can do something with him as well. It'd be fun. Yeah, but mate, thank you so much for the invite. I truly.
Have a nice day. Or evening or bedtime. Bedtime.
Enjoy your Sunday, mate.
Yeah. All right. Bye, everyone. Mate. Have a great day.
Yep. Thanks, everyone.
Morning, evening, afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. We'll see you again soon.
Awesome.